Hey guys, it's Lyle with Morris Adjusting Services, and today I'm going to talk about some essential gear for being a ladder assist. What is a ladder assist? A ladder assist is someone who climbs up on roofs and inspects the shingles and the roofing system for hail and wind damage. So typically we work for insurance adjusters and insurance carriers, and the roofs that we get on for the most part are going to be roofs that the insurance adjuster just doesn't feel comfortable getting on. So a lot of the houses are 2-story and steep. So let's look at today's video and check out some essential gear if you're interested in becoming a ladder assist. Alright, while we're waiting on my cameraman, my lovable, huggable cameraman right here on the farm, I just want to go over a couple things. I don't want to block the camera there, that are in my mind essential if you're going to be doing this kind of work. The first one is, boom, hand sanitizer, 34 ounces. Don't know if that's going to be backwards or not, but yeah, so I got the big hand sanitizer. I just put it in my door. That's kind of essential, man. You really, even before the COVID deal, I carried that with me, and so here he is. Here's my lovable, huggable cameraman. Oh, he's doing something else. Okay, so the next thing, this is called a lacrosse ball. It's kind of like a massage therapeutic thing, and so you can put this like behind your back. You know, if you've got these tight spots while you're driving, and it's kind of like a massage. So it's pretty awesome. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
My lovable, huggable,
With baconable?
bacon serving cameraman. This is homegrown.
Are we gonna use? Okay,
bacon.
we're using that camera.
Yeah, or phones, either one.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the camera. It's in the back, but we'll. Let me get this.
I got the camera in the back.
You need a website, so
Baby.
I can plug your website
Do what?
for bacon.
Oh. I only have a
Let's
website.
go. All right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about gear, a little more about gear. I know I went over the essentials for driving. I told you about the lacrosse ball and the hand sanitizer that I keep in my car. Some of the essentials for inspecting a roof I'm going to talk about now. And so the number one thing are these, and you just tell me when I'm close enough. Right there. Cougar paws. Okay, these are Psalm 18:33. Might not be essential to you, but it's essential to me. These let you grip the roof, especially shingle roofs, because they've got, the boot actually has Velcro right there. And these are kind of wet from yesterday, but these pads are removable, and these pads actually let you grip the shingles really, really well, to the point of where I feel comfortable walking on a 10-12 pitch, which is pretty dang steep. Sometimes I get the roof in my hand, I can do a as comfortable as I was. So obviously safety first. You want to. These are the most important pieces of equipment that I have, because without them, you know, nothing else matters. If you're sliding off the roof in your tennis shoes, then it's not a good day. So, besides these, I would say obviously you need a ladder, and this is obviously you can. Let me just take a step back. So this is my setup here. I drive a 2007 Toyota Camry. I've put about 50,000 miles in the past year and a half, which is really not a whole lot for this type of work, but you might put 50,000 miles a year, so you don't want to drive a brand new vehicle. I can fill this up for, like, especially gas right now, 25 bucks, something like that, and it lasts me all day. So great gas mileage, really economic, makes good economic sense to drive something like this. So obviously you want a ladder. This is a 25 or 24 foot Werner extend. The Werner equalizer. Yeah, it got the legs that stabilize, so it's a really good ladder. If you do have a car, a lot of people probably don't get into this because they think they have to have a truck. You can buy this is a roller rack. I bought that for like, I think this whole set was $150, and it's done a really good job. Really good job. I also have a telescopic ladder in the back seat of my car that I'll show you how to use later. So moving on. So we've got the ladder, we've got the cougar paws. Those are two essentials that you absolutely have to have. If a roof is really steep, you're going to want a rope. Tie it off to a tree, tie it off to something very sturdy. I guess if you absolutely had to, you kept your keys in your pocket, you could tie it off to the wheel of your car. I've done that before. I don't necessarily recommend it. This is a 3/8 inch. Most people probably prefer something a little sturdier, like a 1/2 inch rope. But this gets the job done if I just need something just extra safety. I do have a rope, a harness system that I use with an inch rope and the whole setup, but that's not absolutely necessary. This just gets the job done. We're just talking about essentials right now. Gloves are a big essential. I would say. Some people don't use gloves. I do. Cut the fingers out of them, with the thumb and the forefinger, just so I can use my phone, feel of the shingles and stuff like that. When the roof's 130 degrees, when it's 97 on the ground and it's 130 degrees up there, you'll get blisters from the shingles. So you definitely want to get a good pair of gloves. These are like $10 at Walmart. Okay, 2 more items for our essentials. This is a clip box. I guess you could just use a clipboard. I like the box because I can keep all my graph paper in here, my pencils, extra lead for my pencils, erasers, pens, rulers, straight edge. I'll show you how to draw the roof in another video, but this is a clip box. Or if you prefer a clipboard, that's fine too, but I took my cougar paw pads and I got some 3M Velcro strips that you use to like attach picture frames to the wall and stuff, and I just attached them here, so it's really cool. And last but not least, and if I'm forgetting anything, just comment below what I'm thinking. Lance is patting this out. Okay, I almost forgot my my measuring tape here. We got a car coming. But so last but not least, you want to get use chalk. These are Mala chalk. I've only seen one other person use this type of chalk. These boxes, this box of 9, you can get from IKEA for literally $2 plus shipping. So I order like 20 bucks at a time, something like that. This chalk doesn't get everywhere. It's got this coating on it. Normal chalk, like this stuff right here, this is that Crayola type, look, you can already see it on my hands. It gets everywhere. It'll get all over your pants. This is good for, soft metals. I'll show you guys that in another video of how to do an inspection. You rub the soft metals to look for hail impacts. But the only thing I hate about that is it really gets everywhere. It gets all over your hand. This doesn't. It's got that hard coating. This lasts a lot longer. You can rub the hard coating off and use it to do the soft metals. So honestly, this is really all you need, this $2 box of chalk. Again, I buy, $20 worth at a time, whatever. It's like 20 bucks, so 25 bucks, like shipping's like $5 from IKEA, so. I'm just waiting for the day IKEA catches on and realizes all these adjusters and people are catching on to the Mala chalk and they start raising the prices. Then we might have to go to something else. But, last but not least, actually 2 things. 3 things. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is the Hague shingle gauge. See it 3 tab on this side, and you slide the shingle in here and it tells you what kind of shingle it is. You've got laminated on this side. It's a good piece of equipment. I guess technically you might not have to have this, but it's just good to slide it on there, you snap a picture. It lets everybody know, anybody who might review the file, what kind of shingle is on the roof. If you're going to be measuring roofs, I know a lot of time we talked about how, a lot of times they have the satellite measurements, such as like Eagle View, Hover, sky measure, things like that. But a lot of times if there's a lot of tree coverage, you're going to have to measure your roof, and you're going to want a good tape measure. I always keep 2 with me just in case one breaks, because sometimes the ends do break off. This is a Stanley Fat Max. They're a little bit expensive, but this is the best one that I found. 35 foot. It gets the job done for 99% of the jobs that I do. And last but not least, right, Lance?
No, you got the other hip.
Oh yeah, you're right. The mag grip holder. I got this at Home Depot. This is obviously just a little holder for the tape measure. I used to just snap the tape measure onto my belt, which I guess a lot of people probably do. I guess if you had a little bag or something, whatever, a little belt system, you could throw it in there. But I had it falling off my belt before, and I just, you don't want to hit a car or hit somebody, a kid's playing in the yard, the tape measure rolling off the roof and doing all that. So it's best to just keep this. It's got this little loop that snaps over it right here. It keeps it from falling out. It's just, I like this a lot. Okay, so last but not least, for like the 3rd time, this is just a little, what do they call it? I guess a laser measure. It's like a laser tape measure. So you just can measure, you hit the little button and it tells you how far it is. It's good for interiors. Put this against the wall, hit the button, the laser points to the other wall, and it tells you the distance in between. This is a really, I think, kind of a cheaper brand. It takes AAA batteries. It's supposed to be good up to 60 meters, which is like 100, I think it's 135 foot, something like that. So it's a really good tool to have, especially for interior. If you're only doing exterior as a ladder assist, you don't necessarily need one, but a lot of times we do interior as well. So, all right, I think that's all the essential gear that we need. So let's hit the road. What's up, guys? Thank you guys so much for watching this episode to the end. I'm actually just sitting here trying to find the right light, but I'm sitting here editing the video right now, which is hard for me. I don't like editing too much, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for just sticking this video out and watching till the end. And please leave your comments about what you thought. I'm going to drop some links to all the gear that I went over. I'm going to try and at least find something that, if I can't find the exact piece of gear that I have, I'm going to put in, something that is equal or kind of the same thing. Be sure to check out my LinkedIn and TikTok. I'll leave links to those in the description as well. If I could talk. And so just keep an eye out. I'm going to keep trying to post as much content as I can about this industry, because there's not a whole lot out there. I know if you're interested in becoming an adjuster, an independent adjuster, you've got guys like Matthew Allen of Adjuster TV. You can check out his channel. There's a bunch of podcasts. Christopher Stanley has an IA Path podcast. It's really good, so just check those out if you're interested in that. As far as ladder assist goes, there's some content on my buddy Ryan Knight of Knight Service. Has some content about ladder assist, but other than him, I really don't know anybody else putting out ladder assist content. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I am in the process of getting my adjuster's license, so I'm just going to kind of, if you follow me on the socials and stuff, then I'll just post that journey as it progresses and just see where it takes us. All right, I appreciate you guys.